Well, hello. You know, as we get close to Thanksgiving, we start getting really excited, and it's always fun to get something ready for the table. Fresh flowers are beautiful, but sometimes, you can't get those ready too far beforehand. Maybe they won't look as nice close to, or it feels hard to arrange them. So I like to do, let's go traditional, let's go old school and get out the cornucopias. Now, don't say you don't have one. Growing up, I feel like everyone had one of these in their basements that they never used, because now you see them at thrift stores, secondhand stores. You can find them so reasonable. And what I love about them is, one, it's iconic. How do you not think Thanksgiving? But two, you can just put the bounty of whatever you have flowing out of it, and it looks beautiful and festive. So I have lots of things we're gonna use, but to start, I wanna kind of put something down the center of the table. Not a runner per se, but now, last year I did a foraged centerpiece. This isn't fully foraged, but we do have some fun leaves. Now, these are literally dried leaves from outside. I picked them up when they still had color, and I think they're beautiful just to kind of use down the center. Now, we can of course spread them out. The one thing you wanna make sure you do is keep them low, because if you're gonna use candles, which it's a special occasion, you're gonna use candles, you don't wanna get them on fire, so you wanna keep them low. I still remember when I was little, my mom reminds me of the story all the time. I was really excited about some holiday, which obviously, and I lit candles and a faux flower arrangement started on fire. It burst into flames. It started on my shirt. It went everywhere. It was a mess. Mom reminds me of that. So for my cornucopia, I always like to angle it slightly and then take a few of the leaves and kind of make sure that they're on top too. So, it looks like the cornucopia would pop out of the ground outside. Yeah, it would never happen, but we like to think. Now, you can of course adjust the cornucopia size for the table you have. I always like to make a table really full, and I don't mind if people are really close to it. Do what works for you. And you can find smaller ones too. So I have all these different items that are gonna be able to go in the cornucopia. They're of the season. They have, kind of everything going. So I like to go to the grocery store, literally the grocery store, produce aisles, and find, we have bosc pears, we have persimmons, we have delicata squash, we have beautiful pomegranates, finger grapes, they kind of just fill in the spaces really well. Artichokes, because the texture and the color, and you can even mix in things like pumpkins, whatever you have. And the thing is, yes, this can add up cost-wise, but it's all stuff I'm gonna use and eat. So you can use it for the upcoming seasons, you can eat it, and that's what the best part is. You're not just wasting it. Not that I love flowers, they're never a waste. So to start, I kind of want to put something in the back that you're not gonna see, but it's gonna give it kind of, that good base, and kind of just give it a sturdiness in the background. So that's why I start with the pumpkins. Kind of just put them back there to make sure we're kind of filling in some of that dead space. And then I'm gonna start with just kind of a conglomeration of different things. So I got some big pomegranates and some smaller ones, because I think that's gonna be nice to be able to fill in different sizes. So I like to make sure I get different colors, varying colors, not just get one tone, but try to find things that kind of have all the tones that we want when it comes to harvest. Because that's really what Thanksgiving is. It's a celebration of thankfulness that comes during the season of harvesting, when we can actually get some of these wonderful produce items out of the fields. Now, obviously we're not gonna grow them anymore, so we're gonna get them out of the grocery stores, and that's what's great too. So I'm gonna start just filling in. Gonna kind of keep putting some of these in, filling in gaps and spaces. What I love about the artichokes is they usually come with a stem that's a couple inches. And that's nice because you can kind of use it and prop it up if you need to. So it's kind of coming out of it. So at first you're gonna think it's kind of a little wonky, we're kind of getting weird, but I think as we start getting more on there, it's gonna come together and it's gonna feel bountiful. That's the point. As you can see, I'm gonna be honest, you can't really go wrong. I feel like this is a no-brainer because you just have beauty that you just keep piling on top of each other. Now, the important thing with a cornucopia, what is great about a cornucopia, it doesn't have to be this. You could use a basket. Imagine a beautiful basket you have, even something like this, just down in the middle of the table, and it can be overflowing. It can be a beautiful platter you have. Maybe you have a vintage or antique ironstone platter or a new one that you love. Put that down the center, or if nothing else, put a runner, put this directly on your table and just create a beautiful, kind of living garland in a way. So the sides and back, I wanna make sure I get to, because, okay, here's the thing. We go to a lot of work on the meal. We go to a lot of work where we stress out. Let's enjoy it and make it beautiful for everyone. And you can do this way before, like I said, and enjoy it. So I'm using things like grapes. These are those finger grapes. I kind of love how long they are. And they're great filler. So if you have kind of places that you feel like, you need to kind of hide some things, you can do little pieces of bittersweet kind of coming out. and just gives you that pop of color. It gives you that little something extra. And I think there's just something special about that. You know, anytime we go to extra work, when we're having family over, we're having friends over, the family we choose over, whatever it is, it shows. And I think it makes the season even better. Think of those memories you have of your grandmas, of your moms, whoever it is making it special. That's what this is. So of course I pulled out some of my favorite china, because that's the point. So I pulled out some English china I have, because I think that is what is beautiful. I love how it has fruit on it, even though it's in this black monotone color. It really works well at Thanksgiving. Obviously this is an everyday wear. Obviously it's a little over the top, but we get one Thanksgiving a year. And I think it's something about after my dad passed away, I realized, and my whole family has realized, you gotta enjoy it and you gotta live it up every day and every moment you have. So that's what this is about. Of course, if it's a holiday, you gotta have the candles. Now the candles set the tone. They're kind of that like piece that just gives it, you know, that extra special moment. So I put those on, kind of angle them with the cornucopia. You could also just do a few, just stick candles, whatever works for you. And there you go. You have your glasses, you have your candles, you have plates, you can do linens and napkins, silverware. This is, to me, the fun part. This is when I was younger, what I would look forward to. I'd always want to put the table together at least a day, if not more, before when we were having people over. Because this is, can you see, it still works. It's still what I do. It's what I look forward to and it's what I enjoy. It's amazing how those things kind of stay with us. So what do I hope you do with this? Well, I hope you're inspired to do something new, to do something exciting, to do something fresh, just to enjoy the season. Whether it's with an actual cornucopia, whether it's with, by the way, this was from a secondhand store, and I think it was $1.38, and I'm not joking. Whether it's just a basket you have, a platter, enjoy the bounty, enjoy all the colors. Maybe it'll get you to try new foods. Have you had persimmons? Worth it. So of course, share this video around. That helps me immensely, but it helps everyone see this is doable. It looks over the top and like a lot, but if I can do it, you can do it. We can all do it, and we can enjoy a great holiday, and that's what it's all about. So check my website, wiseguy.com, for Thanksgiving recipes, for whatever you need to have the holidays be extra special. And until next time, go buy something you haven't usually bought, throw it on the table, and enjoy the season.